I think having them, of course, just knowing the routine, like I'm here, I need to talk to you folks. I think they're able to understand I'm ready for business. I put it on the board. I had them read it to themselves, and then we talked about it as a class. Like, what do you think you're going to do? And then I clarified it, and then I needed to get a go from them to say, understand, and so we're ready to go. So that's always my sign. I always ask, does anyone have any questions prior to moving on? So once I get that go, then I know that we're good to go. Yeah. The actual activity itself, I think, was very effective, that they were very engaged. Just the whole Instagram idea, of course, excited them already. So that was, that was a big plus, that I needed to put that in there versus just looking at pictures, jotting it down. So just the engagement with bringing the modern to, the lesson itself, and then having them engage with one another. They didn't do it by themselves. I let them choose. You can be in pairs, you can be in triad, your choice. So that makes a lot of difference in terms of, having them focus and enjoying the learning. Yeah. So the setup obviously needed to be conducive to what we're doing. So having the chairs set up by pairs or triad made a difference. Having enough room where they can have that sense of just intimacy with their group, because this is a big class. And to have that discussion really is big. So setting them up accordingly, is important. So, and also the planning part of the pictures and thinking about what kind of pictures to bring out for them, instructional material, that also came into play. And the incorporation of how the springboard itself would be used, that also came into play, and just the flow of how things would work. Yeah. The management is key. This obviously, if they are not focused, the discussion could have went awry because I let them use their phone. They could have been on it for other reasons, but the management itself, because they knew what the purpose was in terms of using their phone, and it was clear that it wasn't about us posting anything, it was to use it for a particular reason. Since that expectation was there, they were excited about what the task was, so that really played into, keeping them on task. Yeah, overall, I think engagement was very high. I was very engaged with them. Just learning from them is always fantastic. Maybe not so much the content, but just learning about their world. So key for me. And then trying to incorporate that within the lesson. Like they actually incorporated their world more than I thought I would be doing. So that in itself was already engaging. My part was to actually just provide the picture and then let them go. And they made sense of it all. They questioned, they responded to one another. So overall, I think the engagement was there. They were engaged with one another. They were engaged with the picture, and just the whole scenery of this this lesson was engaging. Yeah. Very relevant, only because the world, Instagram is their world. So it was easier for them to look at a picture that they have no knowledge of or can't even connect to. So having that connection of the Instagram and allowing them to write whatever they want to write based on their observation, and making them feel like there's no right or wrong answer, I think that provided a lot of the connection to it. Yeah. I think probably a little bit more of the sharing. I would like to have them, share a little bit more. Probably having them to respond to more posts, that probably would have worked well. We could have also discussed questions. This could actually go into something even greater, which I could even foresee them having their own discussion by posing their own question and having them leading the discussion. Yeah.